Listen, you can't heal in the same environment that broke you. You can't become free while clinging to what hurt you. You can't outgrow a cage you're still trying to make pretty. And yet most of us, we do exactly that. We make our pain look presentable. We decorate this prison. We add pillows. We light candles. We tell ourselves we've made peace with it. But really, we've just made suffering look spiritual. We call exhaustion self-care. We call numbness acceptance. And we romanticize what hurt us because it's familiar. But listen, coping isn't living. Survival isn't freedom. Sometimes the cage isn't made of steel. It's made of beliefs, of our jobs, of our relationships. Sometimes it's the outdated version of you, the one you're scared to outgrow. And sometimes the cage is comfort itself. Familiar pain feels safer than new possibilities. And predictability feels peaceful even when it's suffocating. You say to yourself, it's fine, I'll manage, but you're not managing, you're minimizing. The real you, the wild, powerful, unstoppable you is pacing inside, waiting to be unleashed. And you know it, because deep down you can feel it. A cage, no matter how beautiful, is still a cage. So let's get honest. Cages don't always look like cages. Sometimes they look like success, sometimes they look like love, sometimes they look like the good life. It's the relationship where you play small to keep peace. It's the job that looks great but kills your spirit. And it's the version of you everyone applauds, but you know it's a mask. You rearrange the furniture of your pain. You change your hobbies, you buy new things, you collect milestones, but the walls don't move. And the problem was never how it looked. The problem was it was never meant to hold you. You cannot become who you're meant to be while protecting the systems that demand your smallness. You cannot build freedom while trying to stay likable to people who loved your obedience. And you cannot grow while staying in environments that fear your power. And here's the truth. Most people don't want to leave the cage. They just want to redecorate it. Make it tolerable. Make it look successful. Make it easy to explain. They fear judgment. They fear change. They fear what happens when the mask comes off. So they hang affirmations. They journal, they go to therapy, and then return to the same dynamic. And really that's not healing. That's maintenance. Healing isn't about managing your pain, it's about refusing to live inside it anymore. So ask yourself, what cages have you confused for comfort? What beliefs have you outgrown but still defend? And what relationships have you tried to fix when the real fix was leaving? What version of you are you keeping alive because you're scared of who you'll become without it? Real growth demands destruction. It asks you to walk out of rooms where you were once the favorite, to become too bold for people who praised your silence, to burn the version of you that made others comfortable but made you miserable. Yeah, it's painful. Yes, it feels like loss. But remember, you've been loyal to your own erasure for too long. It's not your fault. You learned survival. But it is your responsibility now to choose freedom. You don't owe your suffering anything. You don't have to prove strength by enduring pain. You don't have to keep performing for people who only loved your performance. You don't have to shrink to fit into rooms that were never built for you. You can outgrow it, but only if you stop defending it, stop explaining it, stop making it pretty, stop calling it love when actually it's fear. And here's what no one tells you. Before it feels like freedom, it feels like loss. Before it feels like joy, it feels like grief. And before you rise, it feels like dying. Because the person you've been, the people pleaser, the overthinker, the peacekeeper, has to die for the real you to live. That self was built on fear, on being silenced, on needing approval. You've got to leave that behind. Bury that. Bury that person with gratitude. They got you where you are today, but can't take you further. And when you do that, you rise. Not perfect, not polished, but free. So stop fluffing the pillows. Stop painting the bars of your prison. Stop calling endurance success. It's time to walk out, not because it's easy, but because staying small has become more painful than breaking free. You were never meant to perform peace while drowning in pain. You were never meant to decorate your cage. You were meant to break it, tear it down with your truth. Walk away even if your legs are shaking, because you weren't born to be confined. You were born to be free. And if this has spoken to you, that's your signal. You already know which cage it's time to leave. Take one step today toward the door, towards your truth, towards your freedom. Because you're not here to survive beautifully. You're here to live powerfully. I'm going to see you in the next one. Stay strong.